So guys, let's talk about consistency. What happens to us? Why we stop being consistent? Why we stop showing up on YouTube? I think this lighting is too bright. Okay, perhaps I'll work on it. Okay, so guys, I figured that based on my experience, sometimes when you get more serious on a particular platform, you know how these days we have multiple platforms. You have TikTok, you have to be active, you have Instagram, you have YouTube, you have so many more. Once you get serious on one, for me, it affects the other one, right? And I realize it's because I want to be so good on all of them. Like I want my YouTube to be almost perfect. I want my Instagram to be almost perfect. And because I'm putting so much time and attention, effort into one of them, the other one suffers. So, guys, perfection is the enemy. If you're a creator, perfection is the enemy. Stop looking for perfect. Like, show up. Just show up. Showing up is more important than being perfect. Okay? Oof. Hold up. Okay, apart from being occupied by another social media platform, another thing is when real life shows up. Like you know that your life, your year cannot just be perfect. There are going to be ups and downs emotionally. More importantly, emotionally, that affects us as creators, right? Which is why a lot of people talk about batch creating. So if you are a creator and you do not batch create, I pity you, because there'll be a time where you will not be able to create. You might have a block, a mental block for creation. You might literally be swamped with activities. Something might come up, and then day to day, day by day, day after day, you don't have time to think or time to film or time to edit, which is why it's so important. Anytime you feel so energized, like literally just move, create, 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 create. Just keep on pumping those juices, because there'll be a time where to save you. I've been in this funk for the past, let's say, 9 days now. But guys, before that time, beginning of January, I created so much content. I still have like 3 videos I haven't released on my phone. That's because I haven't edited them. Do you get? So can you imagine, this is February and those videos can still keep me going? And it's not like it's just those videos I post, right? Sometimes when I just have a quick, like a sudden stroke of genius, I create another video. But I have those videos so that no matter how things are, no matter how busy I am, I can just pull from there and I just post. So the second, guy, this is so complex. So the second thing that is actually stopping us is because we're overwhelmed. We can actually avoid that by batch creating. The first one, being on multiple platforms, we can avoid stopping to create because of multiple platforms by not aiming for perfection. Do you get? You don't have to be so amazing on all, except it's something that maybe you've been working on it, and so yeah, you can do amazing in your sleep. Do you get? But don't say because you're aiming for perfect, you do not come out with 60. I'm not going to write the exam because I couldn't get 100. And people are getting 60 and people are passing. So what are you doing? Like, show up. Start with 40. You graduate, you get 50. You can only get better by doing. Do you get me? So I think that's another reason that stops creators, and that's what you should avoid if that is your reason for not showing up. Like I wasn't showing up, but now I'm showing up. Number three, we want to plan everything. Like we want to find our niche. And this is so important, finding your niche. Guy, that's the most annoying word in my dictionary, niche. I hate it so much. I feel like, or I used to feel like niching down was trapping me in a box. I feel like I'm a multi hyphenate creator. I hope I'm using that word correctly, multi hyphenate, right? I have so many skills, I have so many interests. So telling me to stay in fashion, or telling me to stay in outing, or telling me to stay in lifestyle, or telling me to stay in beauty, I'm actually interested in a lot of these things. So I felt like niching down was trapping me. But guy, it is not. But this topic is not about niching down. This topic is about showing up and how to be consistent as a creator, guys. So if your problem is that you feel so boxed, you haven't found your niche, which is a problem, which was my problem showing up 2023 on YouTube, the solution for this problem is create without a niche. Yes, niching down will help you. It will speed up your growth and all that. But if you have not still found the niche, you're thinking this is 1 week, you don't still have a niche. This is 2 weeks, you don't still have a niche. Clarity will not come while you think. Clarity will come on your journey. Salem King said that. But another way I explain this to people is that if you've been given a destination and you're in this point, you're like in point A, this is point A, right? Okay. You've been given a destination and this is point A. And they tell you you should go to Rumokuta Junction. And you're like, oh my God, I've never been there before. I don't know how it looks. How does my destination look? And you're still in your house. Okay, you don't know how your destination looks. But staying in your house for the next 2 hours will not help you see your destination. But perhaps if you stand up and wear your dress, wear your shoes, and you start walking out of your gate, you might come out of your gate and you're walking, and somebody says, "Where are you going?" And say, "I'm going to Mukuta." They say, "Enter the car that is there." You don't yet know your destination, but at least you now know a path to go to your destination. Guy, up until you get to, let's say, Ngboba market area, if you live in Port Harcourt, you should know what I'm saying. When you get closer to that Rumokuta junction, which is your destination, that is when it becomes clearer to you. You have to start moving to get to your destination. You cannot see your destination in that particular point you've kept yourself. Do you get me? So if you do not have a niche yet, I don't even know. I tell many people this. I feel like in my head I compartmentalize YouTube and Instagram, and in my head they're like different things. They're like different places. I feel like I used to think they had different rules, but they do not, except for the fact that YouTube is long form content and Instagram is short form. But they do not really have different rules apart from that. So if I tell people that on Instagram, if you don't have your niche, start producing. And when you start, you see that you're drawn to your niche. That's how you find your niche. The same thing for YouTube. Start producing. And this is for me, which is why, guys, I'm going to do a 2 weeks challenge producing on YouTube. Guys, my induction is coming up. So I'm also doing, like, I'm also vlogging for my induction. So I want to make 3 vlogs for my induction. Induction prep vlog, induction vlog, and induction reception vlog. So watch out for those videos. But also I want to keep on showing up here. And since I do not know the niche I want to go for on YouTube, I'm just going to start with anything that comes to my mind, which for now is just helping creators out. So I'm going to do that. So yeah, this topic is how you can be consistent on YouTube or any social media platform. I love you guys. Please, if you have any questions and if you want to join this challenge, just comment down below so that, or you send me a message on my Instagram with your name so that I have a community of those of us that are doing the 2 weeks challenge. At the end, I want it to be a 3 months challenge, but we'll start with 2 weeks. It's better that just do what you can see, like plan for what you can see. If you make something very huge, you probably will not get it. So you break down your plans. Yes, I want to be consistent for 3 months, but that seems big. So I'm going to try to be consistent for 2 weeks. At the end of the 2 weeks, I'll try to be consistent for another 2 weeks. That's how you get goals in life. And it's the same thing for social media. Okay, so if you want to join me, send me a DM on Instagram. Okay, I'll put in my Instagram link in the description box. I love you guys. Creators, keep showing up. I want to also shout out to Pamela for texting me today and asking me why she has not seen me posting online. That was amazing. And it made me sit up. So please, if you notice that a creator friend of yours is not showing up, reach out. Like, reach out. Let's look after ourselves, okay? Bye guys. See you tomorrow.